Hello everyone. Today we're playing Zero Plus again. Played them multiple times before, and I think we lost twice and we won once. And we're playing against them again. They have Arco tanks. Most of them are second limit broken. They have decent teams, so we'll see how we do. Right? This is the first team I'm playing against. Um, you know, this all depends on how many of those mini meters you have, and if you have enough of them, I think we'll do well. And I'm starting out with a really good board here. Don't want Ann to trigger really. Let's see. Am I gonna kill her with that? Oh, awesome. That is an awesome board. Always love starting out with these boards. All right, let's see here. I'm realizing I'm playing too fast, but um, there's no reason for me to play fast. But I think the only threat I have right now is Louis, and I think I'll be fine with Louis. Louis by himself is not going to do anything really. All right, um, let's just keep it on. All right, let's see. Okay, I think we'll be fine. He's gonna die with the bleed damage. Oh, I forgot about this. Yeah. It's fine. It's just delaying the inevitable, right? I mean, I don't know how this match is going to turn out, like the whole war, but I think we'll be fine on this one. And the thing with putting the same defenses time and time even again is that, people start to get used to them. So we'll see. We'll have to wait and see. All right. Next up, I'm playing against this team. Fully ninja team, or mostly ninja team, just because I have um, Topaz. Choose my mini encounter the counter this time. Okay. This doesn't seem like a straightforward board like the last one, but I can do the suggested move here and hope for the red in the middle. And I can do this with the cascade, which I kind of like more. Let me see what other options we have. I think, yeah, I think starting out with this one would be the best. I mean, the other option, actually, I can also do this, which would cascade which would put the red up, and then it would cascade into the yellow, which actually I like more. And there's a possibility that the red might come back in the middle. Yeah, this one I like this one more. Let's do this one. All right, we didn't get reds. Oh, we did. All right, all right. So I can destroy Arco now, or I can wait a turn. No, let's just get rid of him now. All right. So next up, I'll ghost in the middle and get my. Oh, geez, this is a good board. It's a really good board. Starting out really good now. All right, let's just heal up and delay both of them. Don't want them to fire now. Let's do this. All right. Next up, I wanna. So it seems like he's gonna fire now, which is fine. I can cleanse after he fires, so not a big deal. I can also try to kill him. Actually, I'm gonna try that. See if we can kill him. Okay, cool. I'm glad I tried. All right, let's see. Anyone charging up anytime soon? I mean, this guy. is going to be the most annoying one because he can drain mana, and I know he's going to go for RNN, so let's just try to avoid him while I cascade everything into him. I Let's see if he evades. Um, all right, he evades. That's fine. I think the cascade, because this is going to cascade all the yellows, so I might use this actually, Zuri now, because he's going to charge up again, I believe, because this is going to be 2 ghosted, 4 ghosted. Yeah, he's going to charge up again, or she's going to charge up again. So there's really no reason for me to not to fire her. Once you understand the mechanism of charging up tiles and whatnot, it makes it easier to make decisions, right? So this is one example. Not that it's not a straightforward, but there was no reason for me not to use him. All right, cool.
Okay, for this portion of the video, I found out that I wasn't recording for some reason, but anyway, doing a voiceover, and you can see I took out this team of, mana control for the most part, and I had Bara so that Arco would not spawn minions. And, my goal, at least, is to get the mana control heroes before Aramis, because if Aramis charges up, then I'm doomed, because they're not gonna get the poison from Bara. At the same time, they're not gonna be affected by the mana control. And as I keep complaining, the undispellable buff from Aramis is just a pain in the ass. So right here, I was trying to see if I can lump up the yellows and the purples in one match. I'm forgetting what match I took, but I think I took the green match to see. Yeah, so green in the middle, so I can have, at least I can charge up Bara. So I was going to do probably the yellow on the left to not lose the match when I do the dragon, and I get an unexpected cascade that ruins my purple matches, because I was going to do the purple dragon and then 3 purples, and I can charge up Bara and Forcas. But that's fine. I mean, it's not a big deal. I have Kushanko in case I need to mana control someone. And I don't know if I end up choosing Selamini, because I didn't want her to fire too, because she does a lot of damage. But at this point, I got my purples, which is pretty good. But I was afraid that I was going to get a cascade, so I fired off Kushanko. So now I'm in a pretty good place. All I have to do is wait an additional turn, not trigger Arco, so that you can guarantee the next turn all of them will have the poison. And at this point, Arco is going to be useless. So I don't know why I did the mana control for Arco, but he's going to be useless. I should have gone straight for Aramis, because Aramis is more dangerous. I got lucky that the second hit went into Aramis, because that's going to last him 4 turns. But I should have gone for Aramis and not Arco. As you'll see in a little bit, that Arco's minions are not going to spawn, and he's just the only thing that he's going to get is a stone skin. So his only hope now is really Aramis to get his dispellable buff. So at this point, I saw that Hurricane was almost gonna charge up, so I was gonna make sure that Guinevere is up, so that in case I get an unexpected cascade somewhere. And Hurricane does not bypass, so he's guaranteed to get his hits back and die. So that's why I brought up Guinevere. Well, if you remember, Aramis can bypass. So again, I tried to control them with Kushanko, and just kill them slowly. There's an awesome thing about that new green hero, which is he fires off his passive regardless if he's mindless or not. So anyways, I'm killing them slowly but surely with mana control and then the poison from Bera. And at this point, I was pretty comfortable. So I didn't have an issue. I didn't think I was going to have an issue at all. It's just, just wanted to make sure that I don't trigger any of them. And yeah, he evades, which is at this point it really doesn't matter because I already won the match, and he has, mindless, so he's not going to even fire off his special, and we end him here. So that was a really good team that I came up with. It's just the downside is if Aramis does his special, it becomes pretty much useless. So in this one, again, mana control. I have minion control in this one as well. And, I brought Yao-Chan as a way of dispelling in case, either Hippo or Ludwig fire off. And, I see this match, which I pointed out, is I was doing 2 matches here, which sets up the purple down. If you see the purple, that match is going to set it up. Obviously, taking the diamond blue is really not a good play at this point because it's just going to charge them up and it's not going to benefit me. I mean, the right side is pretty much almost dead, but there's a possibility that a red match can come up, but this is a better match. And sure enough, I got a lot of cascade, but at least I got my reds. Now, I did this. I'm going to do this purple on the right and the left, so that if a red comes up, which comes up and actually comes up as a diamond, which I didn't expect, but that's fine. I mean, I'm not going to complain. I get a red diamond, and I can mana control them now. Now I have to keep in mind that Ludwig still has his special on, and I get a lot of cascade, and he charges up. And then at this point, I was like, should I get concerned now that they're overhealed? And I was like, that's fine. I mean, I'm not worried because I have I have the Yao-Chan, which can dispel or steal, and they have Cupido, which can control them. So I'll steal all their minions. I know they give HP and mana, but there's no point of hitting them on minions because it's not going to do anything. So I have to empty the minions first. And I was looking at who gives defense down more, and I wanted Goretooth's defense down, so I'm starting out with Nyx first. And then I can do Goretooth. But since I was going to fire off Cupido, I said I might as well control the left side of Cupido and then fire off Goretooth at Ludwig. I think that's what I was thinking about because I didn't want to fire off everything at the left side. Just wanted to control as much as I can of the board. And yeah, I think that's what I did. Yep. So since controlling this, I controlled everyone on the board, and that's fine. I can fire off the diamonds and all the matches I want without getting worried. I mean, the only one that can fire off is Terichiri, which, she's not going to kill anyone with one special, so I wasn't worried. And now that they still have the buff, now I can kill them. So I think I used, what's his name, Alucard? Yeah, to kill them off and control the other side. And I wanted to trigger Hippo because he still has the mindless, so I might as well do it now. And I get an extra heal, which is awesome. I think this is the first time I've used Cupido in War, and Cupido is awesome. So at this point, pretty much controlled the match, and all I have to do is just kill them off with tiles. So yeah, that's how it went. That was a pretty good team too. So for the next one, this team, I always use this team in any type of war, maybe except for Rush, but any type of war I use this team. It's a very reliable team. My win percentage with this team is very high. I don't know if I lost even once in war, at least in wars. I don't remember a time when I lost using this team, but Anyway, it's a different story when it comes to Oracle because you know they don't have mana control or not mana control, minion control for the most part. But I have a burst. I have burst damage, which is what I depended on. But anyway, I saw this board and I was like, do I go for my reds or do I go for my purples? And I saw that I have a dragon up there and I can charge up my purples because if I do the dragon and then I do the red match that I highlighted here, if I go up, I'll have 7 tiles and then I pop up the dragon up there and that's going to give me my purples. And I can charge up Ludwig and go from there because I don't have my reds yet. So that's what I wanted to do. I mean, here there are a lot of matches with cascades, and I could have chosen any of them, but I didn't want to do that. I wanted to charge up my purples without triggering, at least not attempting to trigger Arco, so that I can hopefully, if I get my reds before triggering Arco, I can control him and not let him fire in the first place. So that was my thinking, but that obviously depends on me not getting any cascades. But even with that, now that I saw it, I was like, oh, he's got to charge up anyway because I have to do this purple, and then I have to pop off the dragon for me to charge up Ludwig and Snarlfod, or at least charge up Snarlfod, and then I can charge up Ludwig. So, it's not the biggest deal. I was like, okay, well, that's fine. What I was worried about more is me not having any reds, but that's where Ludwig comes by, because even if you don't have red, you still can charge up your heroes. So this match, I wanted to go yellow left because I can get possibly a green down, and then I set up my reds, and sure enough, I got exactly what I wanted, which is awesome. But Arco firing off a second time got me a little bit worried. Not because I was gonna lose, but lose by damage, but more of lose with time. So I had to act now because I wasn't honestly I wasn't worried about my heroes dying, and here I had a choice of choosing Aramis or not. But then I was like, I have to kill Arco. I have to skip Aramis. I mean, I don't care about his. The only thing I was worried about is Arco who gets the cover. And at this point, I was like, oh my god, is Ludwig gonna die? I wasn't worried here, but now I'm worried. I mean, it was very, it was too late. So I apologize for the matchup. At this point, when those heroes are exposed, overheating this much, I was kind of worried. Because I spent a lot of heals here. But, my main threats are Hathor and Aaron especially, and they overheal. So, since I had Ludwig's thing, I was going to control them. Typically, I like to go for one hero at a time, but, this is kind of an exception. But, this time I wanted to kill Aramis. I didn't care about Hathor because he needed to die. I could not afford to keep him alive. I could have distributed the mana down to Hathor, but the fact that it was the last turn on the reds with Ludwig special, that was really good. I have to kill Aramis at least and focus on him. So anyway, at this point, I was, I was like, okay, I think I fine. I always underestimate that red master here because he does do a lot of damage. Maybe not from his special, maybe not from the direct damage from his special, but more of the fire damage, the reflect damage. You see him. You see RN, he raided. you know, all she's gonna do is heal. So I'm not worried. You know, the only thing to worry about her, I guess, is, you know, losing by time. But at this point, I was pretty comfortable. You know, I was in control of this match, and I didn't expect that I was going to lose at this point. And you know, I have so much time still. I know the countdown is down, is going, but I have that is so much time. And at this point, I can just control Hathor. It's not like she can fire every time. So all I had to do is just make sure that she doesn't fire again, and I'll win the match. So that was sort of a close one. Yeah, but you know, once you get Ludwig fired off in this team, to me, it's pretty much over. If they don't have a Dispeller, that is, I mean, it's pretty much over because, you know, RNN and Teddy Shiri, if you're not overhealed, those two kills off a hero, and then charges up the other ones. And yeah, we got that. And let's see, the last flag. Oh, this match. Oh my God, this match. You'll see this match, but it's a pretty strong team. And you know, I brought up Cleo to, you know, hopefully Hurricane doesn't burn me down, and if anything, I heal from his burn. But and I brought Serendite so that they don't heal from Arco's minions. So and even, you know, Jove, you know, does not let them heal properly. But I looked at this board and I was like, this is an awful board because, you know, you see a lot of yellows, but yellows are not close to each other and there's no match there. And I only have 3 reds. And, you know, those yellows are pretty much dispersed. So I didn't have any match there. And I was worried. I was like, okay, well, I don't know what to do. Do I do the green on the right here and cascade and see if more cascades happen? Or do I do this purple on the left? And my thinking is do the purple on the left because reds are close by. There's a higher likelihood of me getting reds or yellows than the right one, and I didn't get anything here. So I was like, okay, I didn't have any matches even. The only match I can do is on the down on the one on the right. And now I don't have any matches. I mean, I have the one purple and then the green, and then I do this and I get a diamond, which is really not good. At this point, I was like, I didn't get any matches, and Hurricane's gonna fire, which was unfortunate. And he fires off at the critical ones, and I was like, okay, this match is over because if they die, there's no, I don't have a way to burst down Arco. You know, I don't have a Dispeller, so probably Ludwig is gonna fire off his special. So I almost gave up there because I was like, there's no way for me to charge up any hero. And you know, the yellows came out pretty much too late. And and revives, which was lucky, but she still has the burn damage. So Serendite came out 1 turn late, but you know, you can do whatever you know what you can do, right? Like this is what I could do, and I wanted to charge up Henexa, and luckily, Anne revives again, and that was super lucky. But still, I'm not out of the woods because Teddy Shiri is going to charge up. I was hoping she doesn't hit Anne, and I get the super lucky cascade there, because if Hurricane hits again, I was a dead guy. So I was a dead man for sure. But you know, I got super lucky here with all these cascades and reviving twice. So I know at this point Ludwig is gonna charge up. So there's no preventing that. But you know, even with that, I was pretty comfortable because at least Queen is not, you know, doesn't mana control, and Ludwig is almost dead anyway, so I can kill him. And even though she charges, I have my healers ready. So I was gonna reserve my healers because I knew she's gonna fire off multiple times, and with the attack up, she can be a little dangerous. So, yeah. I don't know what I was waiting for. Like, just give up as much matches as you can. So you can see she does damage, and then I heal, and I think I pop off the green diamond because I wanted to get matches. I didn't care about her firing 1,000 times because I had healers ready to go. So I was gonna wait this time. I wasn't gonna fire off Anixa because she cannot fire off. Queen cannot fire off again, and then I'll use Venixa. So I could do the yellow match, or at least set up for yellow, or do the red, which I ended up doing the red because I can fire off Serendite and kill her. So I think I heal on this one, then use Serendite. Yeah. And yeah, she's by this time she's going to be burnt down. So that was, I don't know how I won this one. I mean, I got pretty lucky with that super cascade that killed off 2 heroes. Because if that cascade didn't come up and Hurricane fired off again, I would have been dead for sure. So yeah, we got a 6-1 shot here. You know, I think I'll see what, how many flags do we have? Let's see. I know I highlighted the flags there. Did I? Maybe I didn't. I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah, there you go. 136 and 107. So we're ahead at this point. But anyway, that was a really, really good match. I hope you enjoyed watching. I'll see you in the next one.